My name is Kimberly Sykes, and I am the Communities and Schools Social Worker at Santo Forte Junior High in Azle, Texas. So Communities and Schools, they work with the students and the families to eliminate different barriers that they may face throughout their school career. A day in my life on campus would involve just trying to work with students and figure out what they need to help them be successful. It's provided me with the ability to get to know Madison and to see how brilliant of a kid she is. She's just overall a great student.
It was a really rough year, my 7th grade year. I didn't have very much to lean on, and I ended up doing things I wasn't supposed to, and I got to know her and got to know that she's pretty great, and she's somebody that I wouldn't forget about. She gives me advice on anything I go to talk to her about. It's important for me to get it from somebody else's perspective because it's easier to talk to somebody that's not at home.
Before the pandemic hit, I was able to keep the household going, but when the pandemic hit, everything is shut down completely.
Alma was not able to continue work.
I was unable to keep rent, electricity, water, even bare necessities throughout the day. I'm not the type of person that likes to ask for help, but I was at the point where I knew I needed it.
And so at that time, Communities and Schools was able to gather the funds needed to cover her rent.
But we were forced to move because the house was sold from under us.
Then the family was forced to move to another property, and at that property they were without basic needs such as heat, lights, restrooms.
There was one time that I told her, Maddie, don't tell the school. I was scared they were gonna be ripped away from me. And she assured me, don't worry about it, I'm not here to call CPS, I'm here to help. When she said that, she built up my trust. So I even told her, you wanna come see where we're sleeping? She walked in and she goes, oh my goodness. You know, it was bad. We were having to sleep in one mattress bars together on the floor, not even on a bed. And it was so cold. And I knew that they were hungry.
And so luckily Communities and Schools was able to purchase them 2 small heaters, but of course that's not enough because the family was still without lights at that time and restrooms.
So she said, Alma, what I want to do is get you into a more permanent thing where we don't have to go through this again until your job comes up.
From there I was able to connect with an outside resource, and they were able to provide the family with a more stable living environment that had electric, water, restroom, and everything else, and so here we are.
It's not hard to say all the things that have been done for us and people listening when I was down literally in the dumps. I've never had a person in my life that would stand by my kids and also me. When she came in and helped us get out of that, it gave me hope to keep going. So it's nice to know that we have people like her at schools. Wish we had more of them, honestly.
Hello everyone, my name is John Hernandez and I'm a proud CIS Board of Director. Here at CIS, we feel that every child deserves a chance to succeed. The story you just saw hit very close to home for me. Like Madison, I, in the 8th grade, lost our home. And it wasn't that our family was not used to hard times, but ultimately that moment in time led to me dropping out in the 8th grade. Many years go by, I eventually receive my GED, my bachelor's degree, ultimately graduating with an MBA from SMU, all because I had people around me that believed in me, that encouraged me, much what Madison has today. Our CIS social workers help our kids with any problem they may have, whether it's academic, behavior, attendance. They even go so far as to connect them with basic social needs, whether it be food, school supplies, medical care, and in this case, in Madison's case, housing. Today, more than ever, our kids need CIS. Thank you for allowing me to share my story, and thank you for supporting CIS.